Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you in to WHCI as we get ready for CCC baseball here in West Hartford. It's the postseason officially. The Riverhawks have come all the way from Farmington to take on the Titans here of Hall. It should be a pretty good one. The quarterfinals of the CCC tournament are getting underway. And one of these two teams will be playing at Muzzy Field in Bristol next week. In the semifinals, that'll be a Tuesday game. And that'll be fun. A lot of good teams in this tournament right now. Other teams playing today, among them, not all of them, are Glastonbury, East Catholic, Southington, among those teams that are playing today. All these teams have the same goal, winning a CCC tournament. The last time the Titans have done that was in 2009. Dave Masters was the coach of the Titans back then. He's now one of the assistants for Nick Sanford, the head coach of the Titans now, who was on that CCC championship squad way back in 2009. Also the last time my New York Yankees won a World Series, but that's nevertheless the point. And we're getting ready here for some good baseball. Should be a good one. The Riverhawks taking on the Titans. First pitch coming your way next on WHCI.
Conference tournament or just between the teams in general? First conference.
All right, we welcome you back into WHCI. We get set for the first pitch of this ball game. Kyle Sharkey on the hill for the Hall Titans today. He'll have the first playoff appearance by a Titans pitcher this season. As that one's in there for a strike. First pitch, 348 for those scoring at home. It's a couple minutes after the scheduled time. It's a ball 1-1. Well, both teams come into this with a same record, 15-5. As Tomkowicz gets this one up the middle. A base knock will lead us off. First hit of the ball game for the Riverhawks. So Tomkowicz gets aboard. Sharkey checks over at first. The pitch. It's a bunt. This one is grounded to Panarella. And he tried to run out of the base paths. That was interesting from Bassano. But that'll be the first shot of the ball game. We take a look at the keys to the game for the Titans. In this one, it'll be about setting the tone. You look at Hall at home this year. they've really been tough to beat. They've consistently played some of their best baseball on this field. And against a Farmington team that's near the top of the conference all season, getting comfortable early could make a big difference. Also about handling the pressure. These are the kind of games where every inning feels important. The Riverhawks have been one of the better teams in the CCC all season with the postseason underway here. It's a little extra intensity for it. For Hall, it's about staying composed in big moments and not letting momentum swings take them out of their game. Finally, it's about finishing strong. When you look at the Titans' schedule, they've been building towards this stretch for a while now. With the postseason finally underway, the games like this are a chance to sharpen things up before the CIAC Class LL tournament officially gets underway. You want clean baseball late, good at-bats, and the same level of focus all the way through. Those are your keys to today's ball game. One lifted but foul out of play. Titans coming off of a loss yesterday, their final regular season game. That was against the Hampton Green Dragons. They led all the way up until the very end in that game. And obviously they weren't too thrilled losing that game. But they're winners of 10 of their last 11. They had a 10-game winning streak prior to yesterday. So they'll be looking to both keep that momentum going, but also use their emotions from yesterday to kind of fuel themselves in this game. They've had a tough week. This is their 4th game this week. Technically, you could say their 5th if you count just games they started. They had to start against Hampton twice this week. They only finished one of those games, obviously, with the one on Tuesday being postponed and being made up yesterday. So 4 games played, this their 4th, and 5 games started, this their 5th game started this week. I mean, you know, that's a lot for a high school. Usually you play 2, maybe 3 a week. This one is swung on, grounded to third. The toss to first is in time for the out. Here in West Hartford, currently evading a wasp or a yellow jacket right now. This is the life of being outside, folks. Thing tried to get me. Sharkey getting set, toss the next pitch. That one is in there for a strike. Sharkey sets the pitch. This one is softly grounded up the middle. Gertner there to make the grab. Toss to first is in time for the out, so the run will not score because of the ground out. So it gets into a little bit of a scuffle in the beginning, but they come through and get out of it. 0-0 your score.
We get 2 more. Good, how about you? Alex. Nice to meet you. Doesn't get better than this.
We welcome you back into WHCI as we get set for the home half of the first. Nothing ball game here. And Josh Gertner back in the lineup after missing the past couple days. He had some family business he had to take care of. And now he's back in the lineup. Titans happy to have him back. Gertner in the everyday leadoff hitter this season. And starting shortstop for Nick Sanford's squad. Grounds this one foul. Gertner, a junior this season. One of the better hitters on this team. That average poking up above 400. Set a ball there. Grant Kinter, the pitcher on the hill for the Riverhawks. He's a junior. Kinter will have the tall task of facing this Titans lineup. Gertner flies this one into left field. First hit of the ball game for Hall. It comes off the bat of Josh Gertner. A nice single into left field.
Good, how about you?
As the Titans get their offense underway. Well, it'll be Jeff Nyman stepping up to the plate, the designated hitter today. Followed by him will be Max Hannawalt, the second baseman. Quinn O'Neill batting in that cleanup spot. Will be playing third base today. Batting 5 and playing right will be Tommy Hussey. Batting 6th and playing pitcher today will be Kyle Sharkey. Batting 7th, the first baseman, Matt Panarella. In the 8-hole for the Titans is the center fielder, Matt Lebrecht. And finally, to round out that lineup is Jamie Alerte behind the plate. Throw to second is in time to get Gertner out. Gertner trying to go for the steal. He was able to get nabbed. That is something that does not happen a lot this season. Gertner, one of the best thefters in the CCC, so you don't see that too often. Farmington able to get him out at second. The pitch. This one is lifted sky high. Catcher tracking it down in foul territory. It was very playable. He lets it fall. Looks like he lost sight of it in the sky.
Yep. Thank you. Yep.
So it'll be Tom Kowicz in left field, Kinney in center,
2-2.
Simeon in right, Clay in third base, Delela at shortstop, Bisano at second, Clark at first, Nojak behind the plate. And Kinter on the hill. That's how the Riverhawks defense lines up.
Three-two.
The pitch.
Ball in.
All 4. So Nyman able to get walked. So he draws a walk there. And that'll bring up Max Hannawalt, the second baseman. Hannawalt taking his first cuts of the day.
Ball up.
1 It's going to be a ball 1-0. Nyman a threat to steal. We'll see what happens here. We'll assume with, he'll go now, so the runner goes. Throw to second is going to be in time, and Jeff Nyman does not like that call. I think it was a close call. I couldn't tell from where I was standing. We might have to take a look at that again. But I thought Jeff could have been safe.
You got 2 out, guys.
He'll be called out, so. Back-to-back base runners for the Titans getting caught at second and right. Hannawall grounds this one to second. Second baseman bobbles it, and that is going to be likely an error. Hannawall gets aboard. We'll see what they scored. I could see it being an infield single, but most likely will be called an error. It'll be Quinn O'Neill coming up to bat now, the cleanup hitter. With 2 outs, 1 on. 1 is high. 1-0. O'Neill, one of the better hitters in the conference, leads the Titans in average, RBIs, extra base hits. Looks at a ball there. Also leads the team in RBIs as well as average.
Ball in.
Three no count now to O'Neill. It'll be ball 4. So now both Hannawall and O'Neill will be on base. And you wonder if Nick Sanford's squad wasn't so aggressive with the first 2, they might actually have a run right now. They've had base runners in every at-bat, but Josh Gertner and Jeff Nyman were caught stealing, so theoretically that would have walked home a run had they stayed put. That one is a strike there to Tommy Hussey, the senior outfielder. Hussey been playing well as of late. He had a home run in yesterday's ball game. He had 6 RBIs in the Mayor's Cup as well. He's had a heck of a week. Looks at a strike there.
Time.
Steps out. So Hannawall on second, O'Neill at first. With 2 outs, Titans looking to get on board first. This one is grounded down the first baseline and foul. 0-2 count to Hussey here. Kinter just sitting over around 20 pitches tossed in the inning. Checks over at second, the pitch. That one finds its way outside. Count now moves to 1-2. Kinter the pitch. Upstairs. 2-2 now. Hussey working his way back in this count. Titans have been pretty good about that all season long, working their way back in counts, getting that pitch count up, and right now, pitcher's sitting over 20 pitches in the first inning here.
Hey!
That's a called third strike. I went up by the letters, so he gets him looking there for the punch out. So they leave a couple runners stranded A couple of hits, an error, no runs though. Titans tied with the Riverhawks. We head to the second inning. Titans looking to shut down. In the last half inning, nothing came of it though. That one is upstairs. Xavier Clark, the batter here, pitcher and first baseman for the Riverhawks. He's a junior this season. That one finds its way high. Sharkey the pitch. High ball 4. It does walk him. So Clark gets aboard with a walk. Good time to take a look at the defensive alignment for Nick Sanford's squad. In the outfield, it's Matt Lebrecht. In left, in center field, it'll be Lou Sauer. And in right will be Tommy Hussey. From left to right, in the infield will be Quinn O'Neill at third, Josh Gertner at short, Max Hannawalt at second, and Matt Panarella at first. Behind the plate, calling balls and strikes is the battery made of Kyle Sharkey, Jamie Alerte. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. So much needed strike there. Justin Kinney, the batter. Kinney, a center fielder for the Riverhawks. This one is swung on, hit pretty well into center field. Sauer tracking it down. He's there to make the grab for the out. So Kinney flies out. That'll be the first out of this inning. Had a pretty good piece of metal on that one, but he was way too under on it. So he ended up flying out. So bunt here. Ended up going foul. Michael Hikomo, the batter.
One strike.
So Hikomo comes in. He's a left-handed batter. So 1 out, 1 on here in the second. That one's in there for a strike. Swung on and missed. Good pitch there from Shark. Ends up getting the punch out there. So now 2 gone, a runner on first. Might see a steal here.
Ball up.
Sharkey checks over at first base.
Hey!
That's in there for a strike.
Ball out.
That one just misses. So,
2-1.
be interesting to see how Sharkey approaches this one. 2-1 count here with 2 gone.
Ball out.
That one high again. Delala, the batter here.
Yep, that's barely out.
Swan fouled away, staying alive there. So 3-1 count now.
3-2. Play.
2 gone, man on first. Riverhawks trying to keep this inning going. Runner goes, swing and a miss, doesn't matter. Strikes him out, and that'll be the inning. Titans able to get out of it. No runs come in. Still tied, 0-0. Back here on WHCI as Kyle Sharkey steps in the box. The Titans will have their defense to get it going. Sharkey always a threat on the base paths. With that one inside, had to kind of lean out of the way. This one is swung on and hit foul back behind the backstop and out of play. So 1-1 count here. Or 1-2 count, I should say. Sharkey grounds this one, gets past the shortstop, so that'll be a single. And now the threat to steal has come. So that'll bring up Matt Panarella, the senior first baseman. Panarella has had some success offensively as of late. Oh, and he gets hit. So Panarella gets plunked. And he looks to be okay. It's all smiles for him. Titans didn't like it, though. Hit him in his lower back. That'll bring up Matt LeBrecq, LeBrecq, a senior outfielder. It's a bunt here from LeBrecq. Fielded by the pitcher. Nobody's going to be there to cover, though. So LeBrecq's speed saves him second day in a row. Gets a bunt single. He did the same thing yesterday against Hamden. And the bases are now loaded with Titans. Nobody out here. This is a great opportunity here for Nick Sanford's squad to take an early lead. It'll be Jamie Alerte, the catcher. Looks at a strike there. Alerte, the everyday starter behind the plate. Oh, he leans out of the way there. That one almost whacks him in the face. Here's the pitch. This one is swung ahead pretty well. That one's going to land. That's going to score a run, maybe two. Nick Sanford sending him home. He's putting up the stop signs for LeBrecq. And Jamie Alerte gets a 2 RBI double. Dave Masters loving it. Fire me up. Dave Masters at first gives him props. So is Nick Sanford over at third. His teammates in the dugout also fans. 2-0 now. The Titans take the first lead of the ball game versus the Riverhawks. That'll bring up Josh Gertner, the junior shortstop. Missed the last 2 games for the Titans. But he's back in the lineup here as he swings and lifts this one up into left field. The left fielder is there to make the grab. Tagging up from third is the runner, and they're going to call him out. So Tomkowick's a pretty good throw from left field. And he's able to get LeBrecq out. So now 2 gone here. After a double play, but Alerte's still on second. So they intentionally walked Jeff Nyman. I'm not sure the reason for the move here. Maybe forced out at any base, I guess. They put Max Hannawalt up, though, the number 3 hole hitter. Now, the reason I'm a little bit confused is Hannawalt's been swinging a pretty good bat, and this is also the heart of the order. So questionable move maybe from the Riverhawks. They're going to hope that it pays off, because this could be trouble. Titans have always been good with 2 outs, 2-out rally. Here's the pitch. That one goes sailing over the catcher's head. Both runners will advance. Nick Sanford will hold the runner Alerte over at third. Hannawalt comes in 1 for 1 today. Of course, he's a junior at Hall. We had a chance to talk to his older brother Chase at the Mayor's Cup on Wednesday. Chase, of course, a Division I player at Fordham. As Hannawalt swings and hits this one pretty well, left field. Tomkowicz is trying to track it down. It ends up hitting off the wall. That's going to score both runners. And Max Hannawalt's in there with a 2 RBI double. So one swing of the bat, and Hannawalt makes him pay. quickly the Titans have a 4-run lead. Wow, that'll bring up Quinn O'Neill. So this is why I was saying it was really confusing to me for them to intentionally walk Nyman knowing that they have some hot bats in the heart of the order. Coming up, Hanawalt makes him pay. That brings up Quinn O'Neill. There'll be a runner in scoring position, 2 gone here. O'Neill swings and hits this one to short. Toss to first. He's going to be in time for the out. But the Titans strike first. 4 runs in this inning. They have a 4-run lead. 4-0, they lead it. Back here on WHCI, we get started here for the third. They swing and a miss, swing and a hit into right field. The throw from Tommy Hussey to first was not in time. So Simeon gets aboard with a single to lead it off for the Riverhawks. A good effort from the Titans there, trying to get the out from the outfield, a shallow hit ball. Farmington trying to get back into this game. They trail by 4. This one is grounded to third. The throw to second. Oh, a little off target. So that will be an error. The first of the ball game for Hall. They tried to go for the around the horn double play, but instead leave both runners on. Nobody out here. So 2 on, nobody out. Here in the top of the third, a good spot for Farmington. Sano, the batter here. Sano walked his last time up. Here's the pitch.
Ball out. Yep.
Runner's going to go from second to third. Now runners on the corners. So the Riverhawks applying pressure here. Sharkey sets, checks over at first. Nothing doing. This one is fouled away.
2-1.
Titans the 3 seed here in the CCC tournament. The first game of the tournament today here with the 6 seed Farmington. Winner of this game will play either East Catholic or Berlin. Those guys playing right now. A swing and a miss for a strike. They'll play either East Catholic or Berlin. That game will take place next Tuesday at Muzzy Field in Bristol, one of the more historic fields in Connecticut. Of course, the Yankees played there. As the runner goes, that pitch is high, and now the runner from third is going to go, and Farmington gets their first run.
My time.
So a nice deke there from over at first, little decoy. That's able to score a run there.
3-2. Right.
Moves himself into scoring position.
Hey!
So that one is in there. Called third strike. He didn't like the call.
Thank you.
It's a big strikeout there from Sharkey. It's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the catcher, Ty Nojek. Nojek swings and hits this one sky high. Gertner there to make the grab in shallow left field for the out. So quickly 2 are gone. The Riverhawks would like to keep this inning going. Chase Clay, the batter. Clay 0 for 1 today. Swings and hits this one pretty well into center field. Sauer is there to make the grab for the out. So the Riverhawks leave a runner stranded, but not before they score a run. They trail it by 3. Farmington down, but not out. Titans up 4-1. And 9, and the man standing by first. Oh, Hussey's going to round first, head to second, and Hussey's got himself a leadoff double. So Hussey's hot hitting continues. He's had a heck of a week. He had 6 RBIs, won the MVP on Wednesday for the Mayor's Cup. Yesterday he hit a home run. He's had a pretty good week, and he'd like to keep that going. That one is a little high. Kyle Sharkey comes on in. He's 1 for 1 today. Sharkey swings and hits this one pretty well. Center field. This should be routine. It is. Hussey's going to tag up. Nick Sanford puts up the stop sign. Hussey won't slide. He's in there off the tag. So now running just 90 feet away. And it steps in the senior first baseman, Matt Panarella. Panarella also picking up some heat as of late on the offensive front. So that one is a little high. 1-0. That one's in there for a strike. Panarella, one of the captains, one of the 5 captains, I should say, of this Titan squad. An everyday first baseman for Nick Sanford this season and last season. And he's a really good defensive first baseman, too. He's picked up his offense as of late, but his defense shouldn't go unnoticed. He does save quite a lot of potential errors. Pretty good swing. This one grounded to short. Hussey will go home with it, and he will end up scoring. Pick up a 5th run. The Hall crowd loves it. And they're back to a 4-run lead. So that will bring in Matt Lebrecht. Lebrecht, a senior outfielder. Base is now empty. This one is swung on and lifted out of play and back by the trees. Lebrecht's got some pretty good wheels too, so they'll have to watch out for him. As that one hits off the pitcher on a scorcher that finds its way into the outfield. That was a comebacker that hit right off the pitcher, and they're going to come check on him. Looked like it might have hit off of his thigh. You get him on the wrist. You see him there tapping the wrist. He says he's okay. Umpire coming out to check on him as well. Lebrecht does pick up a single on that play, so he'll stay in the ball game. Kintner, is just past that half-century mark. Pitch is tossed. That'll bring up Jamie Alertse. He hit a 2 RBI double his last time up. That one's low. So 1-0. Lebrecht always a threat to steal. Swing and a miss. Big cut there from Alertse. Well, we had a chance to talk with Sean Farley. He's actually here in attendance today. Wednesday, he's the coach of Post 96 Legion Baseball. As Alertse flies this one into left field for a single. Alerte's got himself a 2-hit ball game. Folks, he's the 9-hole hitter, but be alert of Alerte. A multi-hit ball game for Jamie. What I was going to say is Sean Farley told us on air the other day that Alerte, one of the hardest working guys he's had the pleasure of working with in the past couple of seasons. A true workhorse, and he really is a testament to how powerful that this Titans lineup is. I mean, he's your 9-hole hitter. This guy, a really good hitter. I mean, 1 through 9, any of those guys. So 2 outs, 2 on. Here as Josh Gertner steps into the box. Gertner's 1 for 2 today. Fouls this one off. So 2-1 the count with 2 gone.
2-1.
4-run ball game. Titans in the regular season this year lost 2 games at home. Lost one yesterday to Hamden,
3-1, yep.
and they lost one earlier to one of the best teams in the state in Southington. Last season they only lost 1 game, so for those counting at home, in their last 20 home games, they've only lost 3. They're 17-3. So this one is hit into right field. The hit parade continues as rounding third and headed home is Lebreckus. He gets in safely. It's a 5-run ball game. Josh Gertner gets an RBI single.
Time is up.
Alerte finds his way over to third, and the Titans keep their hot hitting going.
Thank you.
Well, they're going to have a visit on the hill, and Farmington must have known this was going to be a tough game coming into this. Titans 17-3 in their last 20 home games. And on top of that, they had a run differential of over plus 90 on the regular season. They nearly are outscoring their opponents by 100 runs this season. This is a pretty unbelievable offense. And the Farmington Riverhawks are seeing it firsthand. This is their second time facing off this season. So they knew what to expect coming into that. But they'll keep Grant Kintner on. A big spot, Jeff Nyman.
Hi.
Now up. He was intentionally walked and later scored in his last AB. Gertner's thought about going. Nyman hits this one foul. Gertner a threat to steal.
Play.
Kintner steps off. That one high. Gertner stays put. That one's low.
Two one.
That one a little high. Oh, ball 4, so that'll load him up.
Yep. Time is up.
So that's going to do it for Grant Kintner. They're going to take him off here with a big spot. We'll take a break, come back. You're watching WHCI. Back here on WHCI, as we do have a new pitcher in the ball game. It is Will DeLella, the senior. He comes in a spot with the bases loaded here. And it's Max Hannawalt at the plate. The pitch. That one's in there for a strike. So while we were in the break, I was able to crunch the numbers for you. It's 172 runs scored this season for the Titans. That's the regular season and postseason combined. They've only allowed 70 runs. So that's a run differential of plus 102.
1-2.
That's live right now. That's what the number is right now with today's numbers. It's actually 103. It's 173. The sixth run I forgot to account for. Seeing as it's 6-1 5-run ball game. The pitch. Hannawalt swings, hits this one sky high. First baseman is calling for it in foul territory, and he's there to make the grab. So Hannawalt does go down in foul territory, leaves the bases loaded, but the Titans pick up a pair of runs. 6-1, they lead it. Back here on WHCI, we get ready for the next half inning. Kyle Sharkey on the hill.
Ball in.
That one is going to be inside. Titans holding on to a 6-1 lead here. Farmington looking to get back into it. This one is swung on, grounded to third. O'Neal scoops it up, tosses it to first to Panarella for the first out of this inning.
Yep.
So there's the first out there from Xavier Clark, who grounds out. Sharkey just in the early 40s on pitches tossed, so he's on a pretty good pace. Nick Sanford will look to get some good innings out of Sharkey, as his pitchers have been asked to do quite a lot this week.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is the 5th game the Titans have started this week. This will be the 4th they finish. The Hampton Green Dragons came twice. They came on Tuesday, and we got to play about an inning and a half before rain, lightning, and thunder ended up ruining the field for the day, and they were able to resume that on Thursday. So 5 straight, honestly. It's been 5 straight. Not even 5 on the week, 5 straight. And we've been here for every bit of it on WHCI as this one is grounded. Nice scoop there from O'Neal. Throw to first is just off. Wow. That was a great toss from Quinn O'Neal over at the hot corner. A little bit of Alex Rodriguez on that. He wasn't able to get him, though. Kenny able to beat him by just a half step. I mean, really, it's just 1.5 step later, and he's out. Shows bunt. There'll be a strike there. Kokomo, the batter, he's 0 for 1 today. 0-1 the count to him. The pitch. This one is swung on, grounded, bounces off the mound and finds its way into the outfield for a base knock. That was a gift from the baseball gods right there. That bounce off the mound because both Gertner and Hannawalt were there. I mean, they were both right there, so. But it rolls off the hill. Puts 2 on now with only 1 gone. The pitch. Oh, this one swung on, lifted sky high. Sauer calling for it, waving off Lebrecht. He's there to make the grab. Runner thought about going. He retreat back. Sauer throws it to O'Neal. Actually ends up bouncing off the ground, but O'Neal sticks with it. And everybody stays put, so that'll be a fly out there. With 2 outs now. 2 on, 2 out. Sharkey sets. Here's the stretch. That one a little low. Alerte able to get there. This is Nick Simeone, the batter. He's 1 for 1 today. The pitch. One is low for a ball. So Farmington has had a couple chances to score here. They're hoping that in this inning they're going to be able to get back into it. The Titans have been able to get out of nearly every situation. They have allowed a run. Up to this point, though. That one low in the dirt. But other than just the 1 run, they've been able to pretty much get out of everything else. It's 3-0 count here. 2 on, 2 out. Here in the top of the 4th. Sharkey checks over at second. The 3-0. Be inside ball 4. So 4-pitch walk. We'll load the bases up now. And here is the Riverhawks. They've got a good chance here. Pick up a run or 2. But with 2 outs, they're going to have to be careful with their approach at the plate. Jake Tomkowicz, the batter. Tomkowicz 1 for 2 today. Tomkowicz grounds this to short. Gertner is able to step on second for a fielder's choice, get the force. So they leave the bases loaded with Riverhawks. 6-1, the Titans lead it. We head to the home half of the fourth. Back here on WHCI, the Titans holding on to a 5-run lead. And in steps in the cleanup hitter, Quinn O'Neill. O'Neill, one of the better hitters in the conference, leads the Titans in average, total hits, RBIs, and extra base hits this season.
Ball out.
He comes in and looks at a ball. That one outside. O'Neill swings and hits this one up the middle. Shortstop has some trouble with it. That's going to be an infield style single. So Quinn keeps the hot hitting going for himself and the Titans. Gets a leadoff single here. Chase Clay back out there on the hill. This one is swung on, hits softly to third. Throw to first is just in time, so he gets Hussey on a heck of a play from the hot corner at third. So Hussey grounds out to Simeon. And steps in Kyle Sharkey. Kyle Sharkey comes in a good spot here with just one gone. Titans have a runner on second. Good swing by Sharkey. Shortstop has trouble and he loses it. Doesn't know where it is. Sharkey reaches first. Another infield style single. Might even be an error. O'Neill finds his way over to third. Runners on the corners, just one gone here. That'll bring up Matt Panarella, the senior first baseman.
I've got the line.
This one is swung on, hit into right
Foul
field.
ball.
That's going to be foul. And they are going to charge an error to DeLella. So another error for the Riverhawks. Panarella get some insurance runs going for the Titans here.
One strike. Play.
In there for a strike. Panarella 0 for 1 today. That's outside. 1-2 now the count.
One, two.
Two runners on, just one away. This one is grounded. Second baseman. That's going to bring in a run. An RBI single for Panarella. So that will bring up Matt Lebrecht. Panarella RBI single gives the Titans some insurance runs. Now 7-1 they lead it.
Ball down.
So that'll bring in the senior outfielder Matt Lebrecht. Lebrecht is going to be attending the University of Miami, Ohio in the fall. It's a ground ball right down that first base line. A great dive from the first baseman, able to get him out. Get some props from Dave Masters as well. That was a good play. Does advance both runners, though, so now runner second and third, two gone. And then steps in Jamie Alerte. So Lebrecht was 2 for 2. Now it moves on to 2 to 3 now.
Ball up.
To the ground out. Alerte is also 2 for 2. Looking for his third hit of the ball game. Big swing and a miss here from Alerte. Alerte, a junior at Hall. Been the everyday starting catcher for Nick Sanford's squad.
One, two.
Swings and misses there for the strikeout. So they do get out of it, but not before allowing a run to come across the score. A 6-run ball game now as the Titans up 7-1. You're watching WHCI. Titans baseball is presented by WHCI. Volunteer-driven production remains at the heart of WHCI's baseball coverage, creating opportunities for those interested in telecasting and media to take part in bringing hometown games to the screen. Well, Kyle Sharkey back out there on the hill for another inning of work, as he's working with a 6-run lead here. It's a low-pressure situation for him. The righty will look to keep this pace going. Pitch count low for him. That one is a little upstairs. Bisano, the batter here, he's 0 for 1 today. Sharkey has got his pitch count in the low 50s coming into this inning. Pretty good pace. This one is swung on, hit pretty well, right to loose Sauer in center field. He's there to make the grab for the first out. Quickly one gone here. So one gone here after the Bisana fly out. That'll bring up Ty Nojek. He's 0 for 2 today. That one is upstairs. That one's in there for a strike. This one is fouled away. Sharkey Jr., he could play second or third as well as anywhere in the outfield. Today he's on the hill. And he's got a 4-pitch repertoire. Got a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer. He also throws a slider and a changeup. That one doesn't find the strike zone. Well, Sharkey knows he's fast. He says the best parts of his game are his speed and his athleticism. And he's proved it all season long. Big swing and a miss there. Tried to check it, but he ended up going. There's a strikeout for Sharkey. So Sharkey fans, another that one is a little high. That one's in there for a strike. Farmington trailing right now as we are in the 5th. This one is swung on, lifted. This should be playable. Hussey's on the run in foul territory. You can't get there. But a good hustle there. Max Hanawalt actually also on the run too. Both of them tried to field that as well. Nobody could come up with it. Chase Clay, the batter here. Clay is 0 for 2 today. And a 1-2 count to him. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Swung on, lifted sky high. Gertner is there calling for it in shallow center field. He's there to make the grab for the out. A 1-2-3 go the Riverhawks. Titans lead it 7-1. We've played 4.5. We head to the home half of the 5th. We welcome you back into WHCI for the home half of the 5th. The Titans holding on to a 6-run lead here. If you're just joining us, the score 7-1. We do have a new pitcher in the ball game. It's Xavier Clark. He comes in, the third pitcher used this ball game by Farmington. And he'll have the top of the order awaiting him here. And Josh Gertner, the leadoff hitter. He's 2 for 3 today. This is his first game back. Missed the last 2 for personal reasons. He's back in the lineup today.
1-1, yep.
And apart from the last 2 games, he's been the everyday shortstop and leadoff hitter for this Hall Titans team. Needed a new leadoff hitter this season after graduating their leadoff hitter from last year in Tyler Redden. He went on to play Division I baseball this season.
2-1.
That one finds its way outside. Tyler is among many athletes in West Hartford who have gone on to play Division I athletics, and more specifically at the baseball standpoint, we've had a couple Division I players in the last couple years. Chase Hannawald, another. He plays at Fordham as Gertner draws the walk. So just a couple of Titans in the past couple years, but you go back even farther. I mean, we talk about, Nick Sanford, who's the head coach now. He was a Division I player. He played for the University of Massachusetts Amherst, the UMass Minutemen as they're better known. And he was a part of that 2009 CCC title team, the last time the Titans won the CCCs. As Jeff Nyman steps in. You know who else was a part of that team was Dave Masters. He was the head coach at the time. He's an assistant now for Nick. He left and then came back. Masters right now the first base coach. You see him there helping Gertner. And Nick, of course, just like any head coach at the lower levels, you can find him over at third. That one low for a ball. Some pretty good history there for the Titans. A pretty good story. I like it, There's a lot of history with this team. This is swung on, lifted into right field on a blooper. That will be a single and advance Josh Gertner to second. So now back-to-back singles for the Titans. And in steps in the number 3 hole hitter, and Max Hannawalt. Had a chance to talk to Max's brother Chase the other day on the mic. We also had a chance to talk with Sean Farley, the head coach of West Hartford Post 96 Legion team. It's the Summer League ball. Sean and Chase, those were great guys to talk to. Chase gave a lot of good player insight, and Sean gave some great insight from a coach's perspective. They were just such a pleasure to have on the mic. Chase, of course, a former Titan. Max's brother, a long line of Division I players. Not only did Max's brother play D1, or he currently plays D1, I should say, but Max's parents, both his mom and his dad, Division I athletes themselves. That's an entire family of Division I athletes. Gertner is playing mind games right now. This is fouled off.
Baseballs, guys.
Some might say some big expectations for the young Hannawalt here in the box to go D1. But, you know, he's not thinking about it, you know. You just go with the flow. Kind of very mellow. And that's a good mentality to have, you know. Take it a day at a time. And while only a junior, he's 2 for 3 today. But after the strikeout, he ends up being 2 for 4. And now that'll bring up Quinn O'Neill, the cleanup hitter for the Titans. Leads the team in 4 offensive categories this season. That one is a little bit upstairs. O'Neill, like a couple other Titans, have had a heck of a week this week. He had a triple earlier during the Mayor's Cup. He's had a few RBIs this week as well as he grounds this one up the middle. A step on the bag for one. The toss to first. So he gets a double play there. No, they will.
3 outs, guys, yeah.
They will take their time getting off the field. So double play there will end it. This is an official game. You could tear up the rain checks. Not that there was ever a doubt. A 7-1 ball game here. We've played 5. We head to the 6th. Back here on WHCI as we get set for the start of the 6th. Kyle Sharkey back out there for yet another inning of baseball. That one inside. The Riverhawks are down. They do have to be careful, though. Trailing by 6, they don't want to allow too many more runs because now we are currently in Mercy Rule watch. So every inning after the 5th, it becomes, if you're up by 10, Mercy Rule comes into effect. So they will have to be careful there. Well, the Titans really just hoping to keep the lead. These two teams played earlier this season, and that was an interesting game to watch. We had your coverage of WHCI for that game. Farmington lost 10-0 in that one. The last time these two faced, so a strikeout there to start it off. So Sharkey strikes out another.
Thank you.
You're quickly one gone here. That was also a home game as well. 10-0 the score of that one. That was in the midst of Hall's 10-game win streak that ended yesterday. They're 10-1 in their last 11 games, though. Only 2 losses at home. Their only loss at home last season was to this Farmington squad. This season they lost 2 games. They lost one yesterday to Hamden, and they lost earlier in the season to Southington, one of the best teams in the state, the #1 team in the CCC tournament. They are the 1 seed. They'll be playing Lewis Mills tonight at 6 p.m. This is swung on, lifted, left field. Fielder Lebrec is there to make.
Got it, Coach. 14 for 12.
2 gone here.
1 second, guys. Thank you.
This one is upstairs a ball. That one lined right into the glove of Gertner. A great play from the junior shortstop to end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Riverhawks. 7-1, your Titans still leading. Back here on WHCI as we get set for the start of the next half inning, the bottom of the 6th. That one is outside. It'll be Tommy Hussey, the batter here. So they're not going to face each other, but it should be noted that South Windsor is out of the CCC tournament. That game started at 3:45. Just like this one here, South Windsor lost 1-0 to the Glastonbury Guardians. They are officially out. Kind of a little bit of revenge for Glastonbury. Those two teams faced off in the Class LL finals last season, and South Windsor beat Glastonbury 1-0. So this one is flown into left field. It's going to be a fly out. So kind of we got you back. The same score, except Glastonbury flips the script and knocks South Windsor out of the CCC tournament. So the Bobcats say goodbye. The Guardians of Glastonbury will play either against Lewis Mills or Southington. That game will start at 6 p.m., so about 30 minutes from now is when that one will start. It'll be under the lights in Southington. Hall awaiting to see what happens this game. Hall and Farmington will face off against either East Catholic Eagles or the Berlin Redcoats. That game happening right now as well. So right now, Hall would be facing one of those teams if they can hold the lead. So that one is in there for a strike. It is Kyle Sharkey, the batter. And the new pitcher in the ballgame, Ty Nojek, by the way. He was the catcher. He moved from behind the plate to on the mound. Sharkey rips this one. Liner gets into the outfield. That's going to be a single. So the Hammerhead hammers that one into left field. Little Shark joke for you guys. Shout out to Sharky's grandparents from Providence. They came up to me a few games ago, said they watched the streams. Sharky's going to find his way over to second. He's going to keep going. He wants to get a double steal here. He picks up 2 for the price of 1. Stolen bases on sale? How about that? We told you Sharky's fast. My goodness. He gets from first to third on a passed ball and now puts himself in a pretty good position to give them some extra runs. Matt Panarella, your batter here, 1 for 2 today. This one is swung on, hit really well into the deepest parts of center field, close to the warning track. Kinney there to make the grab. Sharkey is able to jog home. No need to waste that energy, Shark. He jogs his way home as he tags up on a sac fly from Panarella. Make it 8-1 Titans. Well, the Riverhawks feeling the wrath. So in steps in Matt Lebrecht. Lebrecht, a senior outfielder, 2 for 3 today. He's having a pretty good ball game. Comes in with 2 gone and nobody on. It's a ball there. While Lebrecht, he is a college commit to the Miami University in Ohio. He will study business there. He really does hope he'll play club baseball. And he'd be a great college ball player. Just like any one of these seniors on this team. I really do believe any one of them deserves to be on a college team. Well, LeBrecht no different. He's going to try his best to be playing some club baseball for the University of Miami in Ohio. Like I said, he will be studying business, not playing business. He'll be studying business. And he's a senior captain this season. That's this one foul. At a 7-run ball game here. This one is chopped. Shortstop is there. Throw to first is going to be in time for the out. So he does ground out. But the Titans able to pick up a run via the Matt Panarella sac fly. They lead it 8-1. You're watching WHCI. Back here on WHCI as we get set for the start of the 7th. This one is grounded to Hannawalt, tossed to first for the first out. So quickly one is gone here. And the new pitcher in the ball game is Grant Davidson, just his second relief appearance this season. He's got 7 starts and 8 appearances. This is his 9th appearance, just the second out of relief this year. That one's in there for a strike. Davidson, a senior. We'll go against Simeon here, 1 for 1 today.
Falling. 2-1.
This one is fouled off.
Two. Bye.
Davidson is a Curry College commit. He's going to be playing baseball there. It's a Division III school.
3-2.
He'll actually be continuing with a Red Wolf, Connor Red Wolf Wyatt Daigle, also a Curry College commit. That'll be fun. Those two great friends. This one's lifted sky high. Gertner is there to make the grab for the out. Quickly 2 gone here. And the Riverhawks are down to their last out.
9 for 8. Coach, 9 for 8.
Titans baseball is presented by WHCI. Additional games, highlights, and community programming from WHCI are available through the station's YouTube channel using the handle at WHCI, extending local baseball coverage well beyond the ballpark. Well, the Riverhawks down to their last out.
Ball down.
Grant Davidson, the senior, trying to close it out here. The pitch. This is swung on, lifted, foul, and out of play.
We got 1-2. What?
Tom Quick's the last hope for the Riverhawks. He is 1 for 3 today.
Ball down.
That one's low. Just missed. 2-2 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Well, that will do it, folks. 8-1. Titans pick it up. Now they will advance. They win this ball game, and they are moving on. Your Titans are going to go to the next round, the semifinals. They'll be playing against either East Catholic or Berlin. The winner of that game will take on these very Hall Titans next Tuesday at Muzzy Field in Bristol. Now that should be a pretty good match. East Catholic, of course, the 2 seed. And it is going to be East Catholic. I have just gotten word officially East Catholic has defeated the Berlin Redcoats 7-1. So Berlin is out, and so is South Windsor. So it will be East Catholic versus Hall next Tuesday against each other at Muzzy Field in Bristol in the CCC semis. Glastonbury still awaiting their opponent. It'll either be Lewis Mills or Southington taking on Glastonbury. That game starts at about 20 minutes between those two, so that should be fun. So that should be a fun one there. We'll take a small break. We'll come back with post-game show. You're watching WHCI. Back here on WHCI, we'll welcome you into the Titans postgame show. When the Titans picked up a victory here against Farmington, their second victory against the Riverhawks this season. They beat them 10-0 in the first matchup, and they beat them 8-1 in this matchup. Both of those took place at Hall High School. Titans will now move on. They will officially be playing East Catholic Eagles on Tuesday, the number 2 seed. So it'll be a 2 versus 3 seed at Muzzy Field in Bristol. East Catholic defeated Berlin, the Redcoats, 7-1 today. Meanwhile, on the other side of the bracket for the CCC, Glastonbury got revenge on South Windsor. They beat them 1-0. And they will be taking on the winner of Lewis Mills and Southington. That big matchup there, the 1 versus the 8. Southington will be hosting that. That will be today in about 15 minutes. It's a 6 o'clock start for them. The only game that didn't take place at 3:45 today. So it should be interesting. Pretty good performance from Kyle Sharkey today on the hill. They had Grant Davidson close it out. And so we'll look to interview a couple guys today. But a great performance from them as the Titans pick up a win. They get back in the win column after dropping yesterday's game and start the postseason 1-0. They'll be looking to get some much-needed rest after 5 straight days of baseball this weekend before gearing up to play East Catholic Tuesday at Muzzy. So we'll close out the postgame show. We'll be back. Postgame interviews coming your way on WHCI. Back here on WHCI for our post-game interview with Matt Panarella. And Matt, you had a pretty good game today. You got hit by the pitch. You had a couple of RBIs and a hit. Talk about your performance today.
I think just not trying to do too much, runners in scoring position, just going the other way or putting the ball in the air, and that gets the job done. It doesn't always have to be a hit to get an RBI, so.
Obviously, you guys lost a tough one yesterday, but today you guys came out and put all your emotions into your bats, so to speak. Nice little victory here by 7 runs. You guys had faced this team before, so I'm sure you guys, were expecting a similar outcome this day.
Yeah, I think we've seen a couple of those arms before, so we knew what to expect, and definitely felt good to get a win after yesterday. Tough loss. So.
Now you guys are going to go on and play. It officially will be East Catholic, the number 2 seed at Muzzy.
Yep.
How are you feeling about that?
I'm excited. I love playing South Windsor or East Catholic. Sorry. Rough loss last time, so I just want to get back, get a win.
Well, Matt, thank you. We'll be watching for you on Tuesday.
Perfect. Thank you.
We'll also talk with one of the other heroes from today, the crown winner, you could say, Kyle Sharkey. He's got his crown on. And Sharkey, you pitched, some would say a gem. Let's talk about your performance on the mound.
Yeah, I felt really good on the mound. Mechanics felt well. I was able to locate a lot of pitches, and I was able just to get a lot of weak contact, and my defense was behind me to be able to make the plays and get the outs. We
talked with Matt a little bit about yesterday's loss. Did that play a factor in how you played today? I mean, come on, you were everywhere. You had a hit. You went from first to third on a single pass ball. You had a pretty good pitching performance. Was there some emotion in that? Like, what got you fired up today?
Yeah, it definitely stung a little bit yesterday to end the regular season off with a loss, but it definitely made me reflect and look on what to work on and stuff, and brought it into today and was able to put out a good showing.
You guys have had a tough week physically. This is, 5 straight days of, thinking you're going to play baseball. Obviously, Tuesday you didn't end up playing a full game. Just talk about how excited you guys are to get a couple days off to prepare for the number 2 seed East Catholic.
Yeah, it's definitely important to get rest for the body and recover, which is a big key. And this week was, tough. We didn't have the opportunity to really recover much, which is definitely a strain on the body. But it'll definitely feel good the next 2-3 days to recover and get ready for next week.
Well, Kyle, thank you so much, and a great game from you.
Thank you.
We'll also talk with the head coach of the Titans as well, Nick Sanford. And, Coach, you guys had a pretty good game today, a little far cry from what it was yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, we knew today was our 5th game in 5 days. So I told the guys before the game, I go, it's just a mental. You got to win the mental part of the game today, because they had played 4 games this week too. So our preparation was good. They came out focused. Energy was good. And, when you have a performance like that from Sharkey and we play good defense, I knew that it was just only a matter of time until we scored some runs. So it was good.
And of course, it is about the mental game. You mentioned that earlier this week. We've talked about it at length this season. Just talk about the mentality you guys are going to be going into. You're the lower seed now on Tuesday. You're going to be going up against a tough Eagles team that you guys have faced this year. Just talk about that neutral site.
Yeah, I mean, all the teams that are left, with Southington still having a game and Lewis Mills, they have the game later. But all the teams left we have played. So we know kind of what we're going up against, and they're good teams. They're all very good teams. So we know we have to come focused and prepared in order to win those games. So I think the guys got that message, and we'll take it into our preparation going into next week.
Now, obviously, you guys were in the championship last season, and you guys are hoping to maybe get over that speed bump and maybe win it this year. You guys haven't won a CCC championship since 2009. I'd like to know, who was on that team?
Me?
You were the starting shortstop on that team, and who the coach was. Obviously, it was Dave Masters, who is somewhere around here right now. Yeah. Just how special is that for you guys to be reunited and in a situation where you guys could bring home your first banner since when you guys were back in different positions?
When we got into a position where I knew it was obtainable, I really harped on the goal of it for the kids. It's really cool walking in that gym and you only see the 09 up on the banner and you're like, that's the only one we've had to be a part of that. Now that they have their own, the 26 one, they can come back as a alumni of the school and they can see it up there and they can remember this year and this season that they had together. So it's special for that. But to have Dave back, I mean, when he reached out to me last year about wanting to come back and help coach, it was a no-brainer. He's just a great coach, great glue guy, really gets the kids fired up energy-wise, and he's been a great addition to the staff, so it's been awesome.
A really special bond between you guys, obviously. And just I guess the final question would be about next week's game. You got any specific changes you might be making, or is it going to be business as usual for you guys going into it?
Yeah, I mean, we played East Catholic before. They're a really good team. They're on a roll right now. We're going to have to just play like our style of baseball. I mean, they have really good players. They're going to have a really good pitcher going. So it's just going to be a great game regardless, and we just hope to compete.
Well, as Rick Sanford would put it, no cupcakes left, right? So it's going to be a tough one for the Titans, but next Tuesday they'll be playing East Catholic, and Nick Sanford and the boys will be looking for a win. We'll be there to cover it. Nick, thank you so much.
See you. Thank you.
Well, from all of us here, Josh Michelson, Matt Ory, Zach Lawrence, Dave Petrella, this is Anthony Altamirano saying so long from West Hartford.